After you've had the first taste of success, how do you remain focused and double down instead of letting your fears take over? Again, great question, interesting question, because it says so much about the mental map, the inner dialogue or narrative of the individual asking the question, right? That you get a taste of success and that you're going to now allow your fears to take over. That says that individual has some fear of success. And typically the fear of success is, if I am successful, then there's further to fall. Right? If I'm just bland and mediocre, there is, and nothing happens, then there is no drop. And that's the fear of the drop that people have an issue with around success. Is if I'm successful, then I'm visible. And then if I fail, that failure is going to be magnified in some way. So it's all about visibility. It's sometimes also about responsibility, because when we're successful, we tend to perceive that we're responsible for other people. As we grow our team, there are more people counting on us. And so some people are just terrified of that responsibility. Now, for me, success is like a muscle, right? You go to the gym, you work the muscle, it gets stronger and stronger. So your ability to handle success grows. The issue sometimes for people is when they get too much success in too short a time. We see this with pop stars, right? Some 20-year-old or sometimes a 17-year-old suddenly becomes a world sensation, money, fame, travel, etc., etc. And then a few years later, we understand that they've gone off the rails with driving their car under the influence or taking illegal substances because they can't cope with a sudden increase of fame, right? So that's like going into the gym and loading all the weights on the bench press and trying to press it, which is possibly what happened to my shoulder. So first taste of success. It's the first taste of success. It's the first reps in the gym. It means you need to not say I'm successful. It is, okay, I've got here. What got me here won't get me to the next level. Quoting Dr. Marshall Goldsmith, the world's #1 coach. What got me here won't get me to the next level. So for me, it's always, as a self-leader, is celebrating the milestones. I've achieved this, quick celebration, yay, I achieved my goal. Now, setting myself what's going to be my next goal and focusing on that. It's shifting the focus. And so that way you're focusing on the thing that you can control. Now, allow me to talk about myself for a moment. As I said, just had this shoulder surgery. So my shoulder's been painful since September last year. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. Every time I rolled on it, it was painful. Got the operation on the 18th. And then, first day I was fantastic because they did a nerve block, no pain. Then the pain hit me like a truck. And that first 2 days after when that pain hit was horrible. And the painkillers didn't seem to work very much. I tried a glass of whiskey, thought that might take the edge off, even though that was a bit naughty with the antibiotics. And I realized I was at a choice point. I could feel miserable for myself. My wife was taking off on an already scheduled holiday with her daughter and her mother for some girls' time, which was great for them. But I was suddenly like, oh, I could play the victim here. I could give in to the pain and feel miserable and take all the painkillers. Or I could create something else to focus on. Now, my first degree is in physiotherapy. The surgeon said, oh, you need some physio. So I said, well, give me the schedule. Give me the program you want done. And I looked at the schedule and I went, I don't have to do that. I know how to do that myself. So I thought, instead of focusing on the pain, instead of feeling sorry for myself, what can I control? Well, I can control my exercise. So I went down the gym. I did the very gentle pendular exercises with this shoulder because I'm not allowed to put any weight through that. But I worked out on my legs, right? I also decided, well, I'm not going to be able to exercise as much in this 4-week period, so I will watch my diet. I decided to go and focus on going keto. This is my little keto pipe. I can tell whether I'm burning fat. So now I'm focused on my exercise, I'm focused on the diet, I'm focused on working with my online community, which is why I'm here, and I'm not noticing the pain, etc. So I know I've used a personal story, but to this question, how do I double down, is you lean into whatever it is that's happening, and borrowing from Sheryl Sandberg. So you get the success, realize that success, you just don't stop there, you go to the next one and focus on the activities that you can control. This is the secret of self-leadership. We're always in situations where we can't control something, but there's always something we can control. Our own attitude, our own energy levels, our own activity. Focus on that. That's going to make the difference.